Hey everyone, and welcome to Brick Talk TV. Hope you're well today. Welcome to our fourth stream for the Eiffel Tower set. You can see here how it's starting to rise up higher. It's already getting probably too large for the space that we've got today. But we're going to be kicking off. This is our fourth part, so we're kicking off from about bag 45 and 46 as the next step. There are 74 bags in here, so we've still got a couple more streams probably for this. And today we're probably going to do about 2.5 hours worth of building today because I've got a bit of a cold, so I don't want to be building all of today. You can see at the end of last episode we finished this level up here, and we'd also finished these two girders here. So when we pick up now in the next step, we're going to be putting the girders on this side and on this side, and then hopefully get into the next platform that we can build today. Also a big shout out to everybody who's been following the channel and watching the content, because we did hit monetization application stage this week, which will be cool, just to be able to offer some more features such as super chats and things like that. So watch out for that. I'll ask the community about what you want me to start to implement if we get approved later on. So to start off with then, let's just take this level off here, just so we can have a bit more room, and then we'll put the base over to the side, hopefully. I'll try and do it now without smashing everything up into bits. Avoiding the 80-80. Cool, so we'll just put this to the side and then we'll go into zoom mode, and you can see where we're going to pick up today. So this is where we ended up at the end of the our last episode. We got to bag 46 and 47, so what we'll be kicking off today is we'll be building two of these girders, which are the opposite girders to what we built at the end of last week's episode. So bag 46 and 47 to kick us off. Took collection this week of the Jazz Club and the New Year's Parade. We'll be doing a stream of that later, probably towards the end of the month, start of February most likely. We'll do the Lego house architecture set after this Eiffel Tower is complete, and then we'll probably do the Jazz Cafe. So we're going to do two of these at the same time. So we start off with an 8x8 plate as always. This is a very similar build to all the other girders, of course. And then we get a 1x3, which has the two clips either side, and we do our usual kind of formation of putting those into each corner. Hey Brandon, welcome to the stream. Glad to hear that you've been busy building your Mario sets. So we put one like this, we get another one in this corner downwards, another one in this corner downwards as well, and then one going across. Across like this, so we cover each corner. We'll do the same on the other one, exactly the same pattern. If I can find all the bits. There's the last two. There's one. And one more. And our last one again, just going down here. So we get two again, identical for each of the girders, and then we're going to add the single 1x2 clips on like we've done on all the other sides, and I just go on the opposite sides of the corners, so we get a right angle with our clips ready to attach the next pieces that we'll build. Same on this one. So there we go, so now we've got sort of right angle with the clips in each of those corners. Then we'll fill in the gaps we've got in between each of these with some regular 1x2 plates, just so that everything is on the same level all the way around the edge. did have a few issues with the cameras before we started, but I did reboot, so hopefully we don't get any interference on today's stream. And then one more. That's it. So now we've gone all the way around the edge and everything is level. We'll do again what we did on the other one. So we get a 1x3 or 1x2 with the two handles on, and that goes onto the centre into the clips all the way around. Four on each of these bases. So the last two, where are they hiding? Can't see the last two. There's one. Found one. And then the last one. Gotcha. And there's the last one. So that's the sort of base squares done now. Let's put those to the side. Then we get some 1x8 Technic bricks with the holes in. Two of those. Into the bottom of that we're going to stick a black 1x5 plate. There's one. There's the other. We're then going to get a 2x2 brick with a sort of pin stuck onto it, and that's going to go into our second to end hole this side. Put that on both. Then we get a 3x3 plate. That's then going to connect into the 2x2 we've just stuck in our Technic brick. Gives you something like that. Do that on the other one. Then this 1x2 hole is going to get filled up with a light bluish grey 1x2 brick. Then if we bring back in our base areas, we're going to then connect this just into the top corner like that. So we'll do that for both. So we end up two identical pieces like that. Then we're going to add another 1x2 and this time a 1x3. So the 1x2 goes up here, and the 1x3 runs down the side, this side and that side. Put that to the side. We got our two L-shaped Technic bricks in here, and then we're going to stick 4 pins in, so 2 on this side at each hole there, so we'll leave a gap in the middle, do the same on this side. And then we'll just repeat that on this one. And with our L shapes like this, we're going to get another 1x8 Technic brick, and then we're going to stick this into the second hole from this end, just in there like that. Let's repeat that again. Second hole in there like that. Then we get this bright blue Technic brick, which is a 1, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, a 1x10, and we'll stick this into the other side to form a perfect like right angle again. So this was similar, if you remember last week, to what we did. So we end up with 2 L shapes, right angles looking like this. Then we're going to get 4 of these large pins. This is going to help us stick the centre square to the girders so that they form a perfect angle. Then we get some 1x6 Technic bricks first. We're just going to stick some 2 Technic pins into the end. Yeah, this will help us support the girders for the next platform. So it just goes into the end there. Do that again with the other one. Brandon, the weather here is quite nice today. It's been a bit wet recently, but it's sunny today. But I hear on the weather we should be expecting up to -10 in London this week, and we're going to get snow. It's probably not going to be that fun. So we put these pins in, or plugs, just in the last 2 holes here of this dark bluish grey that we've added. Then with those pins in place, if we bring back in what we built a moment ago, we'll flip this over, and then this is going to connect into the base there. Let's repeat that again. So with the plugs facing upwards, we'll just stick this into here. Then just to reinforce that, we've got a couple of these L-shaped plates. They're going to go into the corner down here, same on this one, and we've also got a red 1x2 plate that's just going to go on the end of this L-shaped one, like that. We'll then flip this over. I think I made a mistake last time I did this, so try and do it right this time. We're going to stick 2 1x2 plates together. We'll do that twice, and we're going to stick them just there. Do the other one, stick that on this side, just so they're now level there, because we'll be using that when we stick the girders on. Do that again here. Over this side, and onto those we're going to stick some 1x2s with these upward facing clips, with the clip facing sort of inwards to the square. So 2 go on there, 2 on the other side ones. So that was something like this. Just need to repeat that on the other one. 1, 2. And there's the last 2. One, and the last one. See if it's flipped over. There it is, right in front of me. Last one goes on there. So that's our sort of 2 base areas there, or top areas. Actually, it's going to be actually the top where the girders connect into, and then this is going to form up to the top. So we'll put those to the side, and then we're going to build our actual girders now. So we start with a couple of 1x4s. We're going to build 2 at the same time, and then we're going to get a 1x1 with a handle piece on onto the ends of each of those. Then we get 8 1x6s, and we stick them together with a 3-stud overlap. So we've got 4 of those, then we just connect them together. Just going to start forming our girder now. Stick that on there like this. Do the same again for the other one. 1 and 4. Then with the 3 studs at the end, we'll stick a 1x2 plate on, and then we get another 1x1 with a handle on. Goes on that end, and I saw the other one, there it is, on to the other one. Then we do another layer of plates on top of these, so we start with a 1x4 down this end, 4 1x3s. And then we need 12 1x1s with upward facing clips like this. 1, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. Same for the other one. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, and 12. And then after these 1x4s, we're going to stick 2 clips together. Then a 1x3, if I can pick it up. Then 3 clips together. Another 1x3. Another 3 clips. Put the 1x3 in. Then we have a 1x1 clip at this end. Then we'll stick a 1x3 in, and then we'll stick our last 3 clips in here. So we end up with something like that, and we're just going to repeat the same pattern on the other one. So there we go, so we've got some identical girders going on there, and then next we're going to need a 1x8 tile for each, and also 3 1x6s and a 1x2. Start this end with the 1x2, then we stick our 1x6s all the way across, and then we finish off with a 1x8 tile there. Repeat the same on this one. Like that. Then we get this, like we've done on the others, we get this 1x1 round, this little bar on the end, and this goes into the bottom part just about there. So let's do the same again for the other one. So those are done. Next up, we've got to build 4 crosses that go across. So we start with a 4 length rod here, stick on these handle pieces in. We've got our cross, sort of handlebar piece, and the handle, and then we'll stick a candle piece into the end. So we end up with a cross like this. So we need to make another 3 of these for one, and then another 4 for the other. Got 7 of these to make. There does seem to be a big gap between the girders, the crosses and the girders that we've got going on, but of course this is what it's designed like. But I think as we get further up the Eiffel Tower, the gap seems to be a lot bigger, like a bit more noticeable, which is a bit of a shame. There's 4 there, and another 4 now on the other one. last one. There's the last one. So now we're going to attach these, of course, to our clips. 4 on each. So now something like this. Repeat that again on this one. There's that one. Then we're going to do our fences that we've done before. So we'll stick a handle piece, 1x2 handle piece in there, and just a 1x2 plate. So 2 of those. And then we need to do our 3 candles stuck together. 2 candles stuck together, sorry, with a handle piece. We need 3 of these. So to finish this off, we'll stick the fence here at the top. Not bad, I was looking at the orientation incorrectly. So we put the fence at the top, and we'll stick our candle pieces in between each cross down here. And up with this. Just repeat that again, just fix this again. Goes at the top, and our candle pieces. There's those 2 now completed. Able the handles properly, and we'll bring back in our base. Connects into this top corner. So my orientation's the right way around. Goes into the top corner just like that. Do the same again here. Goes into the top corner up there. That's the end of those 2 bags. Next is bag 48. Also, just need some oversized pieces as well for this next bit. So we also need 2 of these large grill pieces. Build some more girders in a minute, but before we do that, we need to get a couple of these larger handle pieces, and we also need a couple of these pieces, and we also need a couple of these. turntable pieces. And we need a couple of jumper tiles like this. So first off we get this 1x2 with these rod pieces. We'll stick a jumper offset handle on top, and then we're going to stick our turntables like that. So we need 2 of these, and then that's going to go on. Well, do 1 first, and I'll do 2. Put this on here, same again, and then it's going to go onto the main pieces that we just added. So where we've added this here, we've got the clip piece here that's going to go into there. Oh, he says he snaps it off. Goes into the top, so then when we push this up, we'll have the little crosses at the top here as well. Just make sure I've got the orientation right for that one. It's snapped off, it goes in there like that. That'll end up looking something like that once it's in position. So that's that one. We'll do the same for the other one. Just goes in there. Then we get our large clip pieces here like this. This is going to be the other ends of the girders that come together. So we're going to stick these 1x3s with clips on these again, same fashion as we did for the top. Again, we'll do this 2 at a time. Then we stick our 1x2 with clips into the corners as well, to help create the right angles. That one. And last 2, there's one. Can't see the last one. There's the last one. There you are. That just goes down there. So now they're in place. Again, we'll do the 1x2s just to fill in the gaps between the clips, to level it off around the edge. And then again we get the 1x2 with the 2 handle pieces on. Stick those into the centre of each edge, so that's one. That's that one. This one and last one. Where's the last one? I can't see. There it is, upside down. That goes into there. So now with that in place, I'll bring this back in like this, and then clip this to the top like that. Just repeat that again. That's going to be the bottom of the girder, that's going to be the top of the girder once it's on the way. So now we do another 2 girders for the other side. So 1x4 and then a 1x1 with a handle on. Doing 2 at the same time again. And we also need another 4 of these 1x6s paired up with a 3 stud overlap for each. 2, 3, 4. Just stick those together. That's 1. And then just do the other one. Then like the others, we stick some 1x2 plates just on the ends, and then finish it off with a 1x1 handle piece. Then we've got to do our clips. So again, we need 4 1x3s and a 1x4 plate. Each one, and then 12 of the 1x1s with clips. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 and 12. So each one we start with a 1x4 plate down this end. Then we get 2 of the 1x1s with clips on. Down this end is also just 1 clip and a 1x3. Then it's 3 clips. 1x3. 3 clips and a 1x3. Then another 3 clips. And a 1x3. There's our pattern, and we just repeat that now on the other one. There we go. Then we need to get 1x8 tiles. We need a couple of 1x2 plates. Then we need 3 1x6s. Stick our 1x2 plates at each end, and our 1x8s at the opposite end. Tiles, that is. And then just fill up the middle with 1x6 plates. Hey competent, welcome to the stream. Hope you're well. Now that's done, just flip this over. We're going to stick 1x1 round with a bar into the bottom. There's one, and then another one. Now that's done, we can start doing the crisscrosses that go into the middle. So we've got 8 of these to make. So start with a 4-length rod piece, stick a handle into the bottom of that. Cross piece, handlebar, handle, another handlebar on the other one. So these are the crosses we're going for in this one, slightly different to last time. One more to go. Right, so that's all the crosses done. Back here then, I'm going to start them down this end. There's a clip in between each of them. So that'll one like that. Another one like this. We got our fence pieces again, 1x2 with a handle in it. This time we stick a 1x1 plate into the bottom. We also have an upward facing bracket there, and then onto that we stick a 1x1 tile. Just repeat that again. Excuse me. Those are those two pieces. These are going to go into the top clip up here, so end up looking like this. And then we've got our 3 lots of candles and handles. Candles and handles stick together. And then these go in between all the gaps. So we end up with something like this. again. Then we end up with that. It goes up, that goes down, up, down, twist the handles. Then we bring back in what we've already started to build. This goes in this side. Oh. Clips in this side. We start to get that side of the sort of girder done. Let's do the other one. There's the other one on that side. So that's the end of bag 48. 49, more girder building for the other side. So of course we've got 4 more sides to build for these ones. So you can expect more girders for bag 49 and 50. This is a little repetitive, doing the girders. The Titanic was a bit more interesting last year for a build experience. But then before we go on to the next bit, we've got to do the gaps again. So we get these 2 1x2s with the rods or the bars. We're going to stick a 1x3 jumper tile onto the top. The handle on top, one there, and then we put our turntable crosses there. Let's repeat that for the other one. And then this goes into this side to fill in this gap here. One done. And our other one. So it just fills in that gap again at the top. Chuck those to the side. Let's get back to making girders again. Again, we'll do 2 of these at the same time. So start with a 1x4. Then we get the 1x1 handle here. Put that on the end, and it's the same as the others. So it's 4 1x6s stuck together. A girder factory. Let's do the other one. All of those stuck together, and at the end again, going to stick a 1x2 plate on each one, and then finish off with one of these 1x1 handles again. Then we need a 1x4 for each, 3 1x3s, you know the routine by now. And then we've got 12, yeah, 12 1x1 clips. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. 2, 4, 6, 8. 10 and 12. So the 1x4 goes to each end down here. Then we have a couple of 1x1s with clips on. Going on next. And a 1x3. And down the opposite end we stick a 1x1 with a clip on it. Just on its own. And a 1x3. And as usual we're going to stick 3 1x1 clips next to each other, stick a 1x3 plate in the gap, and stick another 3 1x1s with clips. To form that pattern. And we'll just repeat that again on this one. 3 clips. One by three, and 3 more clips. Get our 1x8s. This time though we get 2 1x6s and 2 1x8 tiles, and these sort of clad the top of our girder. So we've got a smooth girder all the way down. Repeat that again. 1x8 each end, a couple of 1x6s in the middle. So they're all done now. Now we're back to the crosses, so we've got 8 again to make. I'm sure I read that there's about 510 of these in the whole set, feels like it, these crosses. Those are our desired cross for this girder. So we get 4 length and a piece, or cross piece. Then we do a handlebar. And a handle, and then we stick a candle in the other side. Just like that. There's 4 there. We'll do another 4 now to the other side. Just one more to do. And it goes in like that. So there's our 4 again. So if we bring back in the header, start from this end, leave a gap. Leave a gap there. There's one, and we'll do the same for the other side. End up with one like that. And we get our fences, our 2 handle and a 1x2, just a regular one this time. And we got our 2 candles and the handles together, 3 of those. And the last one, there we go. So then the fence goes at this end, and we stick our candles in between. Something like this. Let's repeat that again. There's our next set. We bring back in what we're working on here. This side goes on this side. Start forming 3 sides now of what we want. So just one more set to do. So this goes up. There we go. So we'll just do the one more side on here now to finish us off, hopefully, for bag 50. Then we can add this to the other section that we started last week, and then hopefully we can get on to a bit more of an interesting part of the build, which will be the next level of platform on the tower, hopefully. And that probably will get us to the end of the stream today. As I said, it's a shorter stream today. I'm not feeling very well, 100%. So I don't want to build for the full 3 hours like we normally do. So we'll start with a 1x4 again. One by one with the handle on. So we've got 2 of these again. We built together. Of course, 4 1x6s, 3 stud overlap. 2, 3, 4. There's 1. Then now we've got that, we're going to stick the 1x2s on the ends and a 1x1 handle piece. So the handle piece goes on there. Then we've got a 1x4. We do our 3 1x3s again. 12 1x1s with clips. 2, 4, 6, 8, 12. 12. And as always, we start with a 1x4 plate down this end, and we'll stick a couple of 1x1 clips on. 1x3, 3 clips, another 1x3, 3 more clips. 1x3, and we've got 3 more clips. A 1x3, and then just 1 clip on its own at the end. There's that one. Let's just repeat that now. So 2 here. Finishes that one off, and then the same as the other one, we get 2 1x8 tiles for each, and we've got 2 1x6 tiles for each. 1x8s go each end, and we stick the 1x6s in the middle just to smooth over the studs. So we've got a bit of a snot going on. Then we've got our 8 crosses to do again. These ones are 4 length handle piece in the bottom, and then we've got a cross piece in the middle. Handlebar goes on each side. And the handle piece in there. So we've got 7 more of these to make. There's 4, and then do another 4. Last one. as our crosses, so we start down this end. Usual pattern. Leave a gap in between each cross with a clip. That was something like this. There we go, like this. Then we've got our fences again. This is the 1x2 handle, 1x1 plate, upward facing 1x1 bracket, and the tile on the end version. Put that to the top. Just repeat that again. Sure, that was like a crepes, pancakes, basically, shop on the second level. I seem to remember having pancakes or waffles or something on the second. Shame they didn't do that. Well, maybe we will. Maybe it's the next level. So again, three lots of candles. Fill in our gaps between our crosses. We have this. And that. So there's our next set. They go up, down, down. Then if we bring back in, I'll go to here. This is going to go, I think, roughly to here. Here and here, that gives us our full gird all the way around. That again. Goes into the goes into there like that. So there's the other one done. So those two are now complete. So then to the side, let's go to the wide camera. So now we've got the extra two girders, and we'll need to go into these holes over here. To push into place. That's kind of that one. Then we get this one. This goes into this corner here. Stick it into the Technic pins in the middle. Like that. So now that's all into place. And there's Technic pins on top here now we need to press in. So if we go to the top down camera, look over a little bit. You can see in the top here now, we had this Technic square in the middle. We've put in Technic pins around here. So now this is all sort of lining up. Now our last thing to do is to push all of these grey Technic pins all the way through to really secure all the pillars into position. Come back to that one. some that don't go in there. That one, that one. Right, so all those pins are now in position, so it feels fairly sturdy structure now. Still some larger gaps around the place. That needs to go up. Making sure most of the girder pieces are kind of right. So that's kind of it. Let's go to the wide camera again so you can see. That's kind of what it's looking like now. We've put all of these pieces in together, and you can see the kind of gaps that you end up kind of getting over here. It might just be that I haven't pushed them over far enough, so you may end up twiddling with all the candle pieces to make it look a bit better. They probably move as you stick them into position, but that's kind of what we've got so far. So that's the end of bag 50. 51's going to see us put some things on top here so we can start to build out this next level here. So let's crack open bag 51. Quite a few plates in this one. Let's go back to the zoom mode. I think you still see this. Now we're just going to put a series of plates on here. So we start with 4 of these, 1, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 2 by 10 blue plates, and they're just going to go in between here now just to level this off and connect the pillars together a bit more. This is still going inwards like that. Little hint of red, white and blue again, the internal parts. Right, so that's that part. Then I'm just going to put this to the side a moment. Then we need to build 4 of these together. So we get 4 3 by 3 plates together like this, and then we're going to stick 1 by 3 tile onto the right of each of these plates like this. Then we get 3 of these jumper tiles, 1 by 3s, and horizontally add them across from the tile. Then with the overlap here of one stud, we stick a 2 by 3 on, and then finish this off with another 1 by 3 to cover up the studs. So we're going to end up with 4 of these. Let's do the other 3. Jumpers on first. 2 by 3 on the overlap, and then a 1 by 3 tile. Another one, and the last one. 3 of the jumpers. 3. 2 by 3 plate and a 1 by 3 tile. So now they're all done, what we're going to do is we're going to get 2 more of these jumper tiles, and we're going to add them on top of the studs, the jumpers in the middle, so it looks like that. Another one, and another one. Next up we get these 1 by 2s with the sort of cheese wedge on the end, so we get 2 of those and stick those on the jumpers in the middle. Again, do that for each. sort of ends up looking like this. Then one more. There's the last one. That is upside down. That's the last one there. Then with that in place, you get one of these pieces here and a hinge. See that together? That goes onto the two studs behind the slope like this. Just repeat that then another 3 times. Another hinge. Hey Blake, welcome to the stream. Hope you're well. And then we do last one. That goes on there. So now we've got 4 of these constructions. Next up we build a sort of slightly separate one. We get a 1x2 brick. We stick a 1x2 with these sort of 2 rod pieces on. Onto that we stick 2 1x2 plates, and then like the others with the rods we stick these crosses on, and then we stick that onto the hinge that we just added. So we end up with something like this so far. So let's just repeat that again another 3 times. 1x2, double of 1x2 plates. That one. And another one. And then we'll do one more. Goes on there. So now we've got 4 of those. What we do then is on top of that we get a 2x4 plate. We're going to stick a 1x2 handle plate on that side and on the other side, and then onto that handle we're going to stick a fence piece. So we end up with something like this, and that's going to sit on top like this. So we end up with a look like this. So let's just do that 3 more times. There we go, so we've got 4 of these built now. So what we do is we bring back in our tower models. I'll go to the wide mode so you can see a bit better. These are going to be turned upside down and they're going to sit in the gaps between each of the pillars that we built. And we've got the hinge so we can angle these slightly forward just to fill in the gaps. Is that one? Third one, and the final one. Just goes in there like that. So now we've added that crisscross pattern all the way around. Then of course we would add this to the main structure now that we built, and there is a note here that says the tower is painted in 3 shades, lighter at the top and getting progressively darker towards the bottom to complement the Parisian skyline. Right, so that's the actual end of that level now. So as far as the instructions are concerned, we can add that now to the existing base, which I'll do off screen slightly, not totally, because the 8080s didn't get beaten up by it. just put it out the side, and then in the instructions, our next target from bag 52 is this big massive tower here that we've got to construct. So there is a base that we've got to do first, which is what we'll build now. What time is it? 45 minutes, and we'll probably construct the base, and then when we come back next week we'll probably start doing these longer girders that look absolutely huge. So bag 52. Just a reminder, there's 74 bags in this set and we're up to bag 52. There's still a bit of a way to go yet. So, kicking us off then this next level. Start with a 2x2 plate for the corner. And onto that we'll stick a 1x1 brick with 2 studs on the corner that goes in this bottom section here. We then add a 1x3 brick onto this side, and into the bottom of that we're going to stick this 1x8 plate. Then we've got a big 1x16 brick that's going to go onto the plate with the studs at the left, like this. We stick a 1x1 plate just into the middle, and then another 1x8 plate across here. Put that to the side. We'll get another 1x3 brick. Stick that onto a 1x8 plate, but have a 1 stud overhang on this side. Then we get another 1x16 brick, 1x1 plate there, and another 1x8 underneath that. Bring back in what we built earlier. That's going to go into the other corner here now, just like that. Then we get 2 corner plates again. There's 2. We repeat what we did earlier by putting the 1x1 with the 2 studs in the corner. And then we add these to the size we just built here. Let's put that to the side. Then we've got to build 2 of these, so we get 2 1x3s. A 1x8 goes on again with a 1 stud overhang. Another 1x16 brick on top. Do another 1 plate, 1x1 plate underneath, and then again 1x8 plate. Leave that on this side. So we've got 2 of these now. Bring back in our square. Finish that off there. And of course, in the bottom corner, we need another corner plate. So I can't see. Where's the corner plate? Miss it in here. Nope. Definitely nothing in the bag. So where are you? Expect some spoon blow into it. And there it is right in front of me. Again, just stick that into this corner, join the square up. So there's our square base. Put that to the side. Then we're going to build 4 of these for the corner. So we get 2 2x2s plates, stick them together. and then a corner brick, and then in that gap we're going to stick a 1x1 with the 2 studs on the side. So we've got to build 4 of these, one for each corner. So 2x2 plates, corner brick, 1x1, 2 studs. So it's 3. 4 of those now, so bring this back in. It's going to go into the corner now of each corner of the square. So end up with something like this. Put that to the side. You get this Technic brick, this 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. We stick a corner brick at each end. Just send it overlaps so you have one stud that sticks out. Then we add another one of these Technic bricks. Add a corner brick here on the other side. Another Technic brick just to make a square but slightly smaller. Excuse me. Then into each corner again we add a corner brick. And then in the middle between each corner brick we're going to add a 1x3 brick. So there's a 4 stud gap each side. We have something like this. Then we're going to get another 1x16 brick on the side in the middle here, and then it goes flush this side, and then overhangs by 1 stud on the other side. With that in place, we get 4 1x1 round black dots. Stick 2 this side and 2 the opposite side. Then we're going to get some more, and we're going to add another one, the 1 stud gap. Do that this side as well. And then we'll stick another one on these edges, just in the middle. Then we're going to get 8 1x4s, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then we get 16 1x1s, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, and then we're going to add them in pairs. The ones to 1x1s get stuck together in pairs. That first. Then we're going to stick them to the ends of these 1x4s like this, and they're going to stick around our frame here. here. Then what we do is we take the inner square and the outer square, and now we connect them where we just put these 1x4s around. Just pushing that down around there. So now that's connected that like that. Let's put that to the side again. We've got another 8. 1x4s, 2, 4, 6, 8. And do the same again. So we get 2 1x1s, pair them up. Stick them onto the 1x4. One more. And then if we go back in our frame again, we can now, where we've got these black dots, put them 1x8 in the gap. 1x4, sorry, in the gap. 2 on each side. Just strengthens that base there. So that's the end of bag 52. Next up we need bag 53 and 54 together. Just continuing to work on the base. That will add some nice detail to this next level. Bag 54 is just full of 1x1 3/4 with 2 studs on the side, so I'll leave them in the bags for now. So next up we're going to build again 8 of the same thing here. Let's put these larger plates out of the way. And what that looks like is 8 of these inverted curved pieces. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We need 8 1x1 plates. 2, 3, 6, 7, 8, and also 8 cheese wedges. 3, 5, 7, 8. What we do is we stick the 1x1 plate just into the bottom of that inverted bit to level it off, and of course the cheese wedge will go on top. So we end up with 8 of these. So I'm just going to build these. So now those are all created. We bring back in our frame, we've got these studs of course in each corner, and that's what these are for. So we're going to stick these on 2 on each side. Oh, don't break anything. 2 on each corner basically. that's all done now in each corner like this. It's got these pointy bits. Next up then, we actually need to continue that pattern, and we need to do that all the way around. So we've got 36 of them to make, do 36 of these. So we've got 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36. And we do the same as we did before, so we stick a 1 by 1 just into the bottom to level it off, and we'll stick a cheese wedge on top. A bit like that. This time though, into that we'll then stick one of these 1 by 1 and 3/4 pins like this. So we're going to build 36 of these, which we can then stick around the frame that we've got going. Add some interesting detail to the look of it. few more to do, so this is 36 of these we need to make to go all the way around the frame. Couple more to do, and then we'll stick them onto the frame. Last one. Right. So 36 of those done now. If we bring back in our square frame, these are going to go every other part, I believe, down here. It's a little tricky to see totally. Leaving a stud gap each side by the look of it, so we'll do that down each side. Last side here, let's put these down every other stud. There's the last one. So now they're all in place, it's kind of giving us that look that we're slightly familiar with around the Eiffel Tower, these details. So now that's done, we get 16 more of these, one by one and a third, so that's all of those, and then we stick them into the gap. Facing inwards, which is a little trickier to do. So just 4 of these on each side that will stick in, and then the studs face inwards this time. For some reason. It's a little trickier to do. I think the studs facing inwards will be just because they're not going to be used but they need some brick the same height, just to go in between of these arches is my guess. Just a better finish rather than faffing around with 1x1s and 1x1 plates. So then the edge there, look, see now it's all completely filled in the gaps. Looks much better now in terms of the detail. So now that's done, our next thing is to start adding some plates. So we get 4 of these wedge plates. These are going to go in the corner, so they attach by 1 stud in each corner. That's each corner done. Then we've got 4 3x3s. There you go. Next to our corner plates. And then we've got 8 6x8 plates. They're going to go basically around the rest. So 2 on each side. Making sure they're pushed down. Last one. So there you go. So that's the sort of base done then for the next level, and then on the side it's going to look like this when we stick it into position, and underneath we've got this little groove here which we can then slot it into the top of our last level. So let's see, bag 55. We've got to now build out some more detail of this centre part. Probably be the last bag we do today, which will get us up to bag 56 of 74. So we've probably got a couple more streams left to go before we complete this. So we're going to start with one of these 1x5 round pieces. It's going to go slap bang in the middle. So we've got 1 2 2 4 6 7 2 4 6 7. Yeah, so it goes right bang in between here. Other side of that, we're going to stick some 1x1 round black plates in, 2 on each side. On the last one, here's the last one. It's one of these ones. Then we're going to get 4 more of these, and we're going to add them here with a 1 stud gap. Like that. Then we get a 1x3 brick, 2 of those. They're going to go across our centerpiece where we stuck the black ones. Which one's Brandon? Which one's the square tiles? The ones in here were round plates that we added in. Then we're going to get 4 1x8s. They'll go off from the centre here into the furthest, so we can get some zoom back in. That's it. Went a bit blurry then, so just go from the centre outwards. And then we've got 4 1x6 bricks, and this time we go across from the centre outwards here. So we end up with something like this. Then we've got 8 1x2 bricks, and what we're going to do is go on each end of each of these and just put a 1 stud overlap moving inwards for our 4 ends. It starts to look like a bit like a hashtag here. And 1 more goes on like that. Then in our centre here we stick another one of these 1x5s, where we put the 1x3s, and here we're going to stick these 3x3s, if you like, these cross plates, just where this all intersects to stick it together. And then we get 8 more of these 1x5s, and we're going to stick one there, one at the end, and we'll do that for each of these. So there you go, then our top is looking like that now. Put that to the side. We're going to get 2 8x8 plates in. We're going to start doing the base probably of the subsequent girders we're going to get. We're going to stick these 1x3s with the 2 clips on into each corner. Then we stick a 1x1 plate on the top. And then we get a 1x2 with a clip. Add that on next. So we have something looking like this. Then we get 2 of these 1x3s with the 2 clips on, and then a 1x1. We start to come in across here, stick our 1x1 in, add a clip, just repeat that here. So it looks like this. And then we're going to come down this side, and for that we need a 1x3, a 1x2 clip, and a 1x1. 1x2 clip goes on first, then the 1x1 plate, and then our 1x3. So we end up with something like this. I'm going to repeat that again for the other one. Then we'll leave that like this. Then we get some of these double handle 1x1 bricks. We're going to stick them in the middle. So it looks like this. Put it on this side. So each 3 sides of those are done. Next up, we get these 2x2 round bricks with sort of the grill pattern. And put a 2x2 plate onto it. That goes into the bottom and this corner here on each side. So with those 2 done, if we bring this back in, we can then add this one into the top here. So just push that into the plates. There you can see our 2x2 round brick there, acting like a pillar. And then this one goes round on this side in the same fashion. This is going to be the base of our next lots of girders that are going to go up from here. So we've just indented from this platform. And then now we're going to do the other two, which are going to sit on this side. So again, two 8x8s. Start with a 1x3 with the two clips down in this bottom corner. And a 1x1 plate. And a 1x2 with a clip. Goes on next. Then we've got two 1x3s that we need for each one. And two 1x1s. And we stick the 1x3, then the 1x1 plate, another 1x3, just repeat that here. This is kind of what it's looking like here so far. Then to finish off down this side, we're going to get a 1x2 for each, a 1x3 with the two clips for each, and another 1x1. Come down with the 1x2. Then our 1x1, 1x3 with two clips. So that's what we end up with on this side. Let's do that again. That's our next one. Then we're going to add the 1x1 with two handles on again into the middle of each side. Try not to throw it into the box. Like that, and then we can get again our 2x2s with grooves on. Stick a 2x2 plate onto the top of each of those. That then comes down as this bottom corner down here. Do that on both. And we can bring this in, and then we stick that this side and this side. So now we've added these girder platforms. You can see around the edge, that's kind of what it looks like. Now that's in place, of course we've got these gaps in between, so we're going to add some plates here to cover up this gap. So we've got a 2x8, it's going to go on, and then a 1x8 next to it. Same on this side, 2x8, 1x8, that's my spot man. Gets that on in the right place. Same here, and then on this side. So that platform is all levelled off. Final part then for this, I think just checking, I think the next one. Yeah, we won't go into the next bag, so this will be our last bit for the day, because then we'll start making girders and things for the next one. So we've got these panel pieces, these 1x2s, we're just going to stick those here with a 1 stud gap into each corner. Start building a little barrier that's going to go round, stop people Paris throwing themselves off, well, trying to stop them throwing themselves off the Eiffel Tower. There is more detail to add to this platform, which we'll do next week, but if I open it up today then it ends up meaning to build some girders, and I don't want to build any more girders for today. So that's that now. So we've got up to bag 56 and 57, which we'll crack open next week and just give you a sneak preview. You can see we're going to add some more detail to the platform to make it look a bit better. Then there's another level of it as well, which we're going to add onto it. And then we're going to start building the actual girders that are going to come out from the middle. So that's what we'll pick up next week. So let's just show you where we've got to today before we finish. Adding in this piece here, we'll go to the wide camera as well so we get a better look. So we've just sort of started to build this piece here, which should hopefully slots on top of there, which will then be our next girder building. And then the main thing itself, the base, again just trying to avoid the 80-80. We should move the 80-80. So here's the base we've got, and then where we are for the next one. To a point now where it's going to hit my downward facing camera if it gets too much higher. And then you can sort of start to see kind of how tall this is getting. If we just angle this camera up a bit more, see now it's kind of getting up to that height. So we're getting into large proportions, or larger proportions, which is pretty cool. So if you go to the look around it, it's looking very Eiffel Tower like. So let's go back to the main camera. So here I am behind the Eiffel Tower so far. So you can see it's becoming a big mass of grey. You can see this top level which we've just added on now. It's probably the last time you're going to be able to see it in the main camera. So all the next levels are going to be too high and I won't be able to actually show it to you fully stacked up on the camera because of the size of it. But that's kind of where we're ending today. So when we pick up next week on our stream, we'll build the next level up and we'll start getting some even more greater height to this. As always, if you did like this stream, do hit that like button as it helps others find it on YouTube. And of course, if you haven't hit the subscribe button, do hit the subscribe button, join our channel and community around Lego, and you'll be notified about the next stream next week. I'll put that onto the channel after this today. And of course, if you missed the live stream, you can also watch this on video on demand, as you can with all the other videos or streams that we've done of this set so far. So whatever you're doing, join me next Sunday when we'll do part 5 and we'll continue this build. I reckon we might get 6 streams out of this, and then we can move on to something that might have a bit more variety, shall we say. But whatever you're doing for the rest of your Sunday, enjoy yourself. Hopefully you can tune in next week, and until then, stay safe and I'll see you next week.